Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I had this fear that I used this gameplay before, but I looked for it in my history and I couldn't find it. Mail Monday was different, although similar, but it's not the same game. So, what this video is going to be about is my report card for Modern Warfare 3. I do this thing every year, and I look at it in different categories and grade the game on how well it did. So let's get started. The first category is maps. Now, what Modern Warfare 3 was targeting when they went for this was fast-paced gun-on-gun action. And they got it, right? They got it. I know a lot of you guys out there probably run the Specialist Strike package because you've declared that the assault and the support stuff is just not that worthwhile, especially the assault stuff for me. It's gun-on-gun action. That's what this game type is all about. That's what this year's game is all about. So did they hit that mark? I think they did. I think they did. And it's also what I like about Call of Duty. I have a fun time when I'm running around finding people as close as that guy and close as this guy. Like, this is the range in which I like to play this game. So they did pretty well. There's a couple things, though, that are hurting them, in my opinion, on the map design. And this isn't my image, I saw it floating around the internet, but it really demonstrated it. Like back in COD 4 all the way through Black Ops, the maps were built in a similar way. They were kind of organized, there were a couple channels on how you could get from one side of the map to the other, and you knew what was coming, it was predictable and playable, etc. Modern Warfare 3, on the other hand, is just this big cluster mess of a who knows what, and people can come from your left, from your right. Think about how Arcaden, like the traffic flow on Arcaden, it's a mess. Like, I hardly know where people are coming from at any time. You know, Domination's a little more predictable, but I just feel like all the time I have 6 flanks I need to check. All the time I have people coming from above me and below me, and it's craziness. And that's Modern Warfare 3 map design in a nutshell. So I know I'm being conflicting here in that I love the fast-paced gun-on-gun action. I just wish it was a little more organized fast-paced gun-on-gun action, because what happens in Modern Warfare 3 is just so uncontrollable to me. And I think that's a frustration that a lot of people have had with the game. Another thing that Modern Warfare 3 has that's going to knock their score down a little bit for me are the bonus maps, right? Things like Black Box, things like Liberation. There are these great big camp fest maps. I feel like, you know, the game released with a bunch of really good maps, but afterwards it started getting infested with a bunch of really bad maps. And yeah, so for that reason, I'm giving them a B- in total map design, because I really like most of the ones that came with the game, and I like some of the new ones too. You know, I like the whatever that one on top of the building is called that I can't recall anymore. But I reserve the right to raise this grade, and I'm excited about the maps for the new 1v1 and 2v2 game modes. So if you haven't seen that, I did a video about it yesterday. You can check it out. I think you'll like it. But they're releasing new maps just custom built for these new game modes that are coming out, which are going to be for fewer players. They're going to be small, tight maps. Now, I've been asking to have Shipment back forever, so you know, the fact that I'm getting these is pretty much better than getting Shipment back, I think, because they're maps specially designed for, you know, just 2 or 4 players on it. So yeah, that'll be cool. Let's keep going. Map design, B-, might go up if these new game modes are awesome. Weapon balance. All right, so I think this is going to be a controversial grade. I think they did a pretty good job with weapon balance, right? Because let me ask you, which weapon is the overpowered one in Modern Warfare 3? Think about it, right? Just which one is the one that's so good that you can't compete against it? Is it the Striker? Is it the AA-12? Is it the sniper rifle? You know, those guys that quickscope you and crush you without even having a chance? Maybe it's the PP90. Is that the overpowered one? Or is it the Type 95? Or is it the ACR? Is the ACR the one that's so powerful that you can't use anything else? Maybe it's the SCAR. Because for me, that's the best gun in my hand so far, of all the ones I have a lot of kills with. When your conversation starts going this way, then I think they actually achieve what they want, which is that you have actually probably 4 or 5 choices in every weapon category that is the best for any given situation. If you're in the room with the wrong guy, then that Striker's totally OP. But of course, if you're across the hall from him, then that guy's unarmed. If you're in the across the way from a guy with a Type 95 or ACR and you've got a UMP, then you're out of luck. But if you're in the same room as a guy with a UMP and you're not rocking a shotgun, then you've got a fight on your hands. Probably whoever's the better player is going to win. Now I know UMP, whatever, but it seems to me that these weapons are more balanced than people give them credit for. and that's where my controversial opinion comes in. So I think I got saved by an EMP right there. I'm not sure though. But anyway, so yeah, in terms of weapon balance, this to me is as good as any COD we've ever seen. You know, COD 4, which I think is generally held up as the, you know, pinnacle of weapon balance. You know, the M16 and MP5 were hated back in the day by anybody not using them because they were OP. And, you know, when you think about it, they were guns like the Scorpion back in COD 4 that didn't really compete, just like there's guns in this one that don't really compete. So, yeah, weapon balance, I'm going to go out on a limb and give them an A- because I think there are freaking 12 guns in this game that you can do well with if you match your playstyle to their strengths. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is security, right? This is an area where Modern Warfare 2 completely fell down, right? That game just wasn't supported. And there were like Javelin glitches, Rust domination lobbies, care package glitches, and you know, other just ridiculous stuff that ruined your fun for ages in Modern Warfare 2. It's an area where Black Ops got an A+. It's the only A+ I gave them last year. Why? Because, like, did you even notice security issues? I can't even name a major one. This one is somewhere in between. You know, were there security issues? Yeah. You know, I saw guys firing Reaper ammo while they ran around the map in AC-130s. I know that just recently people are, like, fooling people with double XP promises. I think there was a video that people watched that reset them to like 0th prestige or something like that, and that really sucks. There were a whole bunch of areas where you could get under the map in this game. Like I remember, that snow map with the oil tanker. I've forgotten it already. But yeah. On the other hand, they did fix them, and you know, it certainly wasn't anything like Modern Warfare 2 was. I even think it's, you know, maybe better than COD 4 was. That game has glitches to this day where you can, you know, get in the wrong parts of the map. And of course, you know, now that it's much later, it's totally glitched. So for security on Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to give them a B+. I would say that they had their issues, but, you know, it wasn't as if there were any periods where I couldn't play this game like I wanted to. The next one, map packs. And I'm going to do this one a little quickly because I've talked about it already. It's a C-. Why? Well, I just feel like a lot of the maps they introduced made the game worse. You know, there were things that it was like we need more downturns, and that to me is what Liberation is. And the other thing is, you know, when they do stuff for Spec Ops, it's just not the same as when Treyarch does stuff for Zombies. I don't think Spec Ops has the kind of following that Zombies does, and therefore when they focus their attention on it, they're wasting their time instead of you know, really doing the right thing. So map packs, C-, you know, but I am excited about the 1v1 and 2v2 modes. So maybe that they'll give a good chance to upgrade this. And you know what? As I think this through, I should give them more credit for the new game types. Things like Infected, things like One in the Chamber, All or Nothing, things like that. While they're not map packs, they are expansions to the game. And in my mind anyway, they made the game a whole lot better. So I'm going to go from C- to B- on this because I really do appreciate that they added new game types, and I can't recall any other Call of Duty making upgrades to me that were that significant as new game types. And the next up is sound. Sound, it's almost like the forgotten thing, but it's actually really important in a game. Like Medal of Honor had amazing sound, and Call of Duty 4 had good sound, Modern Warfare 2 had good sound. Treyarch tends to have really lousy sound, but in this game, I'm going to give them a B+. I think it's right on the order of Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, the kill streaks and such seem to make it noisier than before, but yeah, they did okay with sound in this game. B+. The next thing I want to talk about is COD Elite. You know, what's good about COD Elite is the support that Infinity Ward is giving is better than ever before. New game types, new the fixes, and you know, for Infinity Ward, this is top level stuff. Not for Treyarch, we're used to more out of them, but for Infinity Ward, I want to say the recurring revenue model, the fact that they want this to be a 12-month game instead of just, you know, a release day game like they did in the past, then, you know, I like that COD Elite exists for that reason. On the other hand, when this game released, COD Elite was not ready. Did the website even work? Was it up? Were the challenges there? Were, you know, the map packs didn't seem to come out until they were, you know, late, in my opinion. For Christmas, what did we get? Camo? Like, come on. We were supposed to get a lot of stuff. So, you know, like, While I like the idea that they're making an effort to turn this into a 12-month game and it's getting us better support than we've ever seen and enhancements, and they're trying to keep it fresh because they want people to stay on this game and want to have, annual subscriptions, I don't like that, on the COD Elite side, they were not ready for it when this game released. It was like an afterthought or something, and they hadn't just figured out their direction, and they really sucked. So I'm going to give them a D on COD Elite, with hopes that maybe they can turn this into something better. I have heard, by the way, rumors that EA is going to copy this model for Battlefield and have their own annual subscription for updates and such. We'll see. Maybe this is the direction that people are going with their game development. And the last part of it is the campaign. It's difficult to get me interested in a Call of Duty single-player campaign. I played the Treyarch one out of obligation or something. But in this one, I actually enjoyed it. I played it when the game first came out. I played it all the way through. I felt like addicted to it. I think I gave the campaign my highest honor, which is that I skipped food and hygiene until I finished the damn campaign in like one sitting. So, yeah, I guess I'll give the campaign an A+, because I liked it that much. I mean, if you skip food and hygiene to keep playing it, then I guess that says it all. So let's take a look at the overall grade here for Modern Warfare 3. So at the end of the day, what do I think about all this stuff? This is a B. It's a good game. It's a solid game. If COD Elite wasn't so broken for so long, then it'd be doing better. But man, you can't have a $50 add-on to the game that is broken for the first third or maybe more of the game's life cycle. That's just unacceptable, right? For $50, I expect to actually get something in return for that $50 and not just, winter camo. So, or in a prestige token and the things that they gave us when the game was at its zenith, at its peak. So yeah. Not a bad grade. Not a bad grade. I'm hoping that Black Ops 2 pulls an A. They might. If they can get all the same things right that Modern Warfare 3 got and have COD Elite pull an A in there, then it's a feasible thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you would give it. Let me know what your grade would be. All right, if you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. If you're new around here and you enjoyed it, you can click subscribe in the top right. 2 videos you may have missed. The top one is the one where I explain what's coming in the next Modern Warfare 3 DLC bundle, and it also talks about the new game modes and the specialty maps for the 1v1 and 2v2 game modes that I talked about in this one. So if you haven't heard about that yet, then be sure to check it out. The bottom one, man, so I did this dance with this girl and I grabbed her boob and I did a reaction video with my wife where we kind of watch it together. Whenever I do something new on my channel, I just cross my fingers and hope that it doesn't suck. And according to you guys, this was a really good video. It was one of the highest rated things I've had on my channel in the past month or so. So yeah, check those out and have a good day.